Welcome back to the Dragonfly Garage. We're in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan this time, looking for rocks. So come along and let's kick some glass. Welcome to our rock hunting adventure along the coast of Lake Superior in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. We're going to start our adventure at Whitefish Point, which is near Paradise, Michigan. If Whitefish Point or Whitefish Bay sounds familiar, it was the last known location of the Edmund Fitzgerald before it went down. This was so cool, the steam coming off the beach. It was about 55 degrees and the sand was a little bit warmer than the air temperature, and so it looked like these rolling clouds just coming straight up from the sand. Kudos to Tracy, who's sitting next to me, said, hey, you should Google that and see what it's called. It's called sea smoke, which is really cool. This is such an eerie scene. Really reminded me of Harry Potter in a way, of like the Dementors just kind of rising up out of things and floating across the land. I've never seen that before. It's probably a combination of right temperature, right amount of wind, and the sun being behind us. Not a better time in the UP was had. The weather, I don't think you're going to find a better stretch of weather that we went through for the 4 days we were up there. It was basically in the mid 60s to 70, no wind and sun. And for springtime in the Upper Peninsula or anywhere in Michigan, usually when it's warm and sunny, you get real high winds or pretty windy days. And it just was the right culmination of great weather.
Oh man, that's a big quartz.
On this trip, I was mainly looking for quartz, and I want to use those pieces in my art because quartz will let that light come through. And you'll see I give some examples of what the pieces look like with light coming through. It's more pronounced in the art because I have the grout around it and it kind of darkens it out so it really forces the light through. But found a lot of great quartz, and it just depended on the beach whether it was tumbled, whether it was a little bit more raw and a little bit more sharp and jagged. Just really interesting specimens. Some of my favorite pieces of quartz are the ones that have an inclusion, and so you see those darker spots within the lighter spots of the quartz, and I just think that adds such an interesting dimension to any rock set I find.
That's a good one.
Next up, we are headed to Deer Park Beach, which is about 30 miles to the east of Grand Marais. We wanted to continue on the highway over to Grand Marais, but we got about a quarter mile down the dirt road, and our little Kia said, "No, I'm not going down that road whatsoever." This was a neat little beach. It looks like the road less traveled place. There's my special lady friend. Hey, Tracy, what's going on? There's gold in them there sands.
We gotta get some black dirt.
You hear me mention the black sand, and if you didn't know, there's actually flakes of gold embedded into that black sand. Really good quartz specimens here, pretty tumbled, lots of light flowing through. I especially like it when they've got some pink or some orange to them. That really adds a nice accent to the piece. I had the smoothest hands in the universe after scraping through all them rocks. It was like a nice little pumice every day. That is the bag toss, accompanied by what I called the boot scoot. got to dig through a lot of oysters to find them pearls. But this beach was full of pearls, so it made it worth it. Nice little look in the bag. Got some finds going on. A lot of those quartz pieces are letting good light come through with those different colors. Oh, so pretty. You'll notice a lot of the stones are red, and that's because of the iron in the stones, and they kind of get a little rusty. They just have such a overall appearance of red and crimson along the beach. It's pretty cool to see how much that changes the complexity of a beach and how much it makes the stones I'm looking for really stand out. There's one of those pink quartzes that just has such an interesting color when the light comes through. I really like a nice mixture between my feet and my butt for picking. I know I've mentioned it already, but the calmness of Lake Superior is just kind of mind-blowing when you realize how big that lake is and how does it get so calm, especially in springtime. I want to end this video with a cool little creek that I found flowing through the beach. Just a nice little scene. I want to thank Tracy for being a great travel companion. She really sets everything up and gets us where we go and finding the perfect rock. So, Tracy, you get a tip of my hat and a big hug from my heart. This is the beginning of that little creek that runs through the beach up there. We love both of these beaches, and we are excited to continue our journey through the UP and Lake Superior. I want to thank you for joining me on part 1 of this Lake Superior rock hunting adventure. I have lots more videos on the way, so stay tuned. Go ahead and hit that like button for me, and then smash that subscribe. Don't forget to check us out on all the socials.